Welcome again to yet another episode of Spook Score. I'm Chris.
I'm Nick.
And this is the show where we watch spooky movies in a franchise in a row until they get the dreaded candy corn. And tonight, we gave ourselves a little treat.
Yes, we had to cleanse the palate.
Once again, after
Friday the 13th.
After Jason went to hell. This is a comfort movie for both of us. I love it.
I love it.
It is called Maximum Overdrive. It is the first and final movie that Stephen King ever directed. It's based on a short story he wrote. And I watched this movie, I saw this movie on TV as a kid. I remember watching it again in high school or like middle school. I had my friends over and I was like, hey, I remember this movie about this truck, and like I thought it was kind of cool. And I watched it and was transfixed. When we started dating, I was like, have you ever seen this movie?
I had not.
And
we watched it, and I think about this movie every single day.
I think about it
a lot of the time.
A lot of the time I think about this movie, and I need more people to see this movie.
Correct.
Because I think you also think about it often. It stars a very young and buxom
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, he's a hottie on parole, working at a gas stop.
It's a truck stop.
And yeah, so I think we have to start with this movie with the opening crawl. So it starts with like the planet Earth. And there's an opening crawl, and it's insane. And it's essentially like this comet has come, and it's gonna put us in the tail of the comet for 8 days, 7 hours, 23 minutes, and 49 seconds. I might have those numbers right.
Yeah, because they're just random numbers.
They're random numbers. And then you see this green thing happen, and essentially this comet causes the machines to become sentient and start killing everyone. That's the premise of Maximum Overdrive.
Yes. And throughout the film, we have a lot of fun characters. At this truck stop, especially, because
the predominant machines that they choose to take are trucks.
They're big, they're scary, they can run over a bunch of people, kill a bunch of people. So
and the leader is this weird green goblin truck.
Which is cool.
It's cool. It's got this big old like green goblin on the front.
So they kind of trap these people within the truck stop.
And then they have to escape. I'm realizing as we talk about how loose this plot is, an important thing to note, and one of my favorite things, so I said it was his first and last movie. When asked about, it did not do well in the box office. When asked about this movie, Stephen King is on the record saying, I do not remember making Maximum Overdrive because I was so high on cocaine.
And he is in the first scene of the movie.
Yes.
He's using an ATM machine, and it calls him an asshole. But he has glasses on, and then you see his eyes, and you can tell he's
the smallest pupils you've ever seen in your life.
You can tell he's high. So that was true.
And that makes sense. If you put that into the context of that movie, that makes sense, because just things happen. Characters are just wild. Also, it begs the question of what is a machine? Because, like, the trucks get taken over. Cars... Some cars, but also the characters drive around in cars, and those don't come to life. But, like, there was one pizza delivery car that did. And then also sprinklers, apparently.
And also... like a knife, like an electric knife that you would use to cut like a turkey.
Yeah.
That's a machine. A hairdryer is a machine.
Yes. Well, but I get if it's got electricity, I can roll with that, except for, like, why don't the cars? But A hose is just water.
Yeah, I think it's kind of loose.
It's loose. And then if we go with the hose logic, then why wouldn't the kid's bicycle try to kill him? Because that technically is a machine then. Like, it's a basic machine.
Yeah.
Anyway, there are a lot of questions to be asked of what is a machine. It's a very philosophical movie. But the dialogue in it's incredible. The characters, got one guy who runs a truck stop named Bubba, who calls everybody else Bubba. You've got a road twitch.
Whatever that means.
You got a happy asshole.
You do have a happy asshole.
You've got a basement full of guns and rockets.
You have a waitress who has the best line of the entire movie. Best performance, maybe, too.
She deserves an Oscar. Academy, if you're listening to Spook Score, which I know you are, you need to give the waitress from Maximum Overdrive an Oscar for the "We Made You" monologue.
On another note, all the music is by AC/DC.
Which is incredible. It elevates this movie for sure. Anyway, welcome.
Right, this is our day today.
This is our day today. So welcome to that. But yeah, the whole movie, it's one of those movies in the 80s where they just were like, let's make one band do the entire soundtrack, which makes the movie great.
I love it even more that it's AC/DC.
Yes.
But, okay. The opening scene also, when the bridge goes up and all the trucks and cars and everything, they're just like all falling off this bridge.
Cars fall off a bridge that is raised for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a long scene of all these cars just falling and watermelons everywhere.
Watermelons are everywhere. There's an AC/DC van.
There's an AC/DC like tour van.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Tight.
Guys, you're gonna hit the camera.
Hey, are we even...
What are we even doing?
What are we doing, guys? I don't even know if we're in focus anymore.
God.
Give me a second, guys.
Guys, take this outside, please.
All right, hold on. Hey.
We're gonna have to edit this part out.
Or we'll just keep it. Anyway, so...
Watch your goods.
So, yeah, for us, we love this movie. I gave it a 7.5.
Me too.
It's so bad, it's great, which somehow boosts it beyond the normal peak of that kind of movie, which is a jack-o'-lantern. It actually moves into zombie territory. This happened, I think, I was looking at the Spook Scores, this happened once before with Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, where it's so bad that it's actually better than some of those movies.
Yeah, it elevates it beyond the actual score. But Maximum Overdrive, for sure, sits at that point. So it's a 7.5. It's a zombie. Again, though, go into this movie going, I expect insanity. It doesn't... Also, okay, so like... The end also has an end crawl. Oh, yeah. So they escape on a sailboat, which they're like, we can't get on a sailboat that has a motor, but clearly they use a motor to get out of the dock. Anyway, it ends with another crawl at the end, which says that on day 2, or 48 hours after this whole thing started happening, a UFO was spotted by a Russian weather satellite that happened to be equipped with lasers and Type 4 nuclear weapons.
Yes.
And then they destroyed this UFO, and then 6 days later, when the comet left, all the machines went back to normal. That is the last thing you get in this movie, with AC/DC just wailing in the background. So if that sounds like a fun time,
check it out.
Check out Maximum Overdrive. Now we're going to get into a breakdown, so check us out on our YouTube channel for a deeper dive into Maximum Overdrive. Did not intend for that to rhyme, but hey, look at us. The monster.
The machines.
Machines. What are machines? What is a machine? What if we made them? Can they do that?
We made you.
You can't do that.
They did it, though.
They did it.
And they did it well.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, the monsters are trucks. They're a weird platform thing on wheels with a machine gun. It's an ice cream truck. It's a vending machine. It's a steam roller.
Yes.
It's a
lot of
bulldozer.
things.
There's a plane.
There's a plane.
You got a whole wide variety of monsters in this. It's fun. I also love the iconic Green Goblin truck.
Love that truck.
It adds pizzazz to it. So I gave it a 2.
Same.
And so let's get into the kills.
There are many.
There are many kills, but they're mostly just people getting run over.
Yeah, like a kid on the baseball field gets run over.
That's a great one.
But also the coach, the vending machine is like shooting out cans of Coke.
Yeah.
And it like gets
It hits
him
him
in
in
the
the
head.
The little turret thing I mentioned earlier shoots people. Someone dies after being called a happy asshole by getting backed up into it by a truck.
Yeah,
But
a lot of running over people.
it's not that varied. So I gave it a 1 for kills.
Also, they did kill a dog in this movie.
They did kill a dog
Sorry,
in
guys.
this movie.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but you don't see the death of the dog. You just see the
You just see the
aftermath.
aftermath.
It's still upsetting. But the kills in this are fine. But if I'm being honest, they're not that varied. They're not that interesting.
No,
Although seeing a little leaguer get run over by a steamroller,
it's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Oh no, you gotta get down.
No, Bosco.
4 feet on the ground.
Yeah. And so then we get into the scares.
I don't think it's that scary. I just think it's more funny.
Yeah, I gave it a 1 for
Same.
scares. It just gets a 1. It's not a super scary movie. And then, like, I'm trying to think, were there any real scary? No, there aren't really any scary moments.
No, I don't think so anyway.
Not really. But as a movie, it shines. I gave it a 2.5.
It's just great.
Something about this movie clicks for me in a really, really special way. It's just hard
so
to
weird.
describe.
It's so weird. It's out there. The writing is strange.
It's strange. And this is Stephen King. This is a guy who writes for a living, but the dialogue in this movie is out of this world. Like, this is not how people talk. People are getting called road twitches.
Happy asshole.
Yeah, happy assholes. Everybody's Bubba. Some guy's Bubba. The logic of this movie doesn't make any sense as to how, like, parole works.
Yeah. There's a couple that just got married, and the wife is out of her mind. She doesn't stop talking.
She doesn't shut up.
And like a
You got the
voice.
Bible salesman and the waitress.
The waitress is great though.
I love the waitress in this movie.
The waitress is great.
Give her an award. Give her something. It's so good. We made you. You can't do this.
Can't do this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's just a fantastic movie. I need more people to watch this movie.
Also, at one point, the trucks are like starting to run out of gas, and they decide to communicate with the people within the truck stop through Morse code and tell them, like, hey, we need fuel. We won't hurt you if you come out here and just give us some fuel. And then there's a whole scene, a very long scene,
It's really long.
of all the people outside, like, pitching in and, like, helping all these trucks. And at the end, Emilio Estevez was, like, fucking blisters all over his hands. Like, he was really putting a lot of work. Ah!
Yeah. But his blisters all over his hands, and I'm like, you clearly see them, like, they're automatic. Even if you did have to hold the pump, when would you get blisters?
I don't know, you're just holding it. You're not really doing too much.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Also, I really love their love scene.
Oh,
Like like between Brett and Billy. Brett is the female.
Brett is a
lead.
girl.
Brett's a girl. But she shows up and she's like, "You're cute," and he's like, "What?" And she's like, "You're not that cute," and he's like, "Well, I'll work on it." And I was like, Stephen King, have you ever talked to a girl or had a girl? It was an interesting, all of their dialogue. Also, she continually calls Emilio Estevez hero, and I don't think there's another movie where the person is referred to as hero multiple times to remind us, because we, as the audience,
We have to know he's the
we
hero.
clearly have not picked up
I
that
didn't
this
know.
guy is a heroic figure in the story. It's awesome. And AC/DC's the soundtrack the whole time. So it's great, and of course you get a wild card.
You have to get a wild card.
People should let Stephen King direct more movies. Also, it's very, very clear that the studio gave Stephen King a blank check.
They're ruining so many things in this
So
movie.
many things blow up.
Destruction everywhere.
There are like 100 trucks.
There's a lot of trucks. A lot of vehicles are going. They're exploding. They're falling into like a river. I don't know.
They're falling into rivers. There's a lot of money that's just set on fire in this film, and I think it's incredible. And I want to thank you, Stephen King,
Thank you.
for your contribution to film. And maybe it's not too late. You could always direct another.
Maybe.
Maybe. I got a pile of cocaine waiting for you if you do.
We don't have any.
We don't have any cocaine.
But that's Maximum Overdrive.
That's Maximum Overdrive. Please check it out. It's fantastic. And yeah, I think up next, because Black Phone 2 is
Yes.
out.
We're gonna watch. We've already seen the first Black Phone, but we're gonna rewatch it for the Spook Score.
Yep.
And then we'll go to the movies and,
And
go
we'll do
see Black Phone 2.
Another Spook Score at the Movies
Yeah.
special. So stay tuned for that and keep it locked for Spook Score all October, spooky month long.
Good move.